if one of your characters became an anime voice actor, which one would you want to direct for? And same with both of you.
I would want to meet Koro Sensei. That would be pretty funny watching that walk through Funimation.
I think Kyoko from Skip Beat, for sure, because just from playing her, I know that she has a wealth of voices and characters inside her, so I could pretty much get her to do anything, and she's really driven and wants to succeed, so I think she'd be very directable. And then the other insights about Suzuka.
What are your favorite things about directing for Suzuka and Oran?
My favorite thing about Suzuka was, actually my favorite thing about most shows is the casting process. I really love it. For many people it's a headache. I adore it. It's my favorite part is figuring it out, and then the first episode or two when everything starts coming together and you add a voice and add the next one, and I get so excited because it's like, I was right, it works!
You're probably the same way I am. I sometimes think I'm too happy about hearing good acting to do this job because I get giddy.
Yeah.
When I hear a good read, I'm like, oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the worst part about casting is when I can't use everybody that I want to. Yeah. When I can look at a cast and think of 5 different ways to play it and know that it would be excellent every single way. But Suzuka was one of my first shows, that was my first show that was all my own, and it wasn't just doing a handful of one-piece episodes or some case closed. It was my first top-to-bottom show. And I'd say some of my favorite things was working with Todd Haberkorn. That was his first lead. His first lead was in Suzuka, and he was really like, what am I doing? How do I do this? And I would tell him, I would intimidate him and be like, oh, Chris Sabat could have done that in one take. Yeah. He was like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, Sabat will get in the booth and play like his Dragon Ball characters just talking to each other, and he'll flip back, and I was making this up, by the way. Like, yeah, if Vegeta and Piccolo are talking to each other, Chris just does it. He just flips back and forth. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do it, Like, Chris can do like a whole page of cues, and like I could
2 pages.
I could just keep scrolling, and he's just going to go and get like half the episode. He's like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You can do that while sipping coffee between takes.
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, and so it really, I've turned Todd into the machine that he is. I will take full responsibility for that. But he was really fun, and at the time he was still, he still had a day job. He was a drama teacher. So he would come in and we would have to work nights because he was a teacher during the day, and he would get really silly late at night, and he also would go bonkers with like Star Wars quotes all the time, like trying to slip them into the show. Yeah. And so we actually had a time of night when he was allowed to do Star Wars, because otherwise
Nick does the same.
Otherwise we wouldn't get any work done.
Yeah.
So like the last 10 minutes of the session he was allowed to do Star Wars stuff.